I mean, your talent
Good evening.
has just captured everyone's imagination. And when you hear about the extraordinary story behind it, it is mind-blowing, it really is. How does it feel? I know we don't know the result of the final yet, but how are you feeling this morning, having had such a huge impact?
It's just really amazing knowing that so many people were rooting for me, you know, and then, you know, having that support of, you know, Simon's Golden Buzzer really made me feel like I truly belonged on that incredible stage, you know. So that was really just me pouring everything I had out onto that stage that had changed my life, you know, in 2017, right there for everyone to see, you know. I wanted to give my all for the finale, and I think I did my best.
You have a very open, I would say healthy approach to this extraordinary event in your life, because you talk about it, you don't hide from it, you share the experience, and I would imagine that's kind of a way of, it's a sort of therapy, really, in coping with what happened. But for those on this side of the Atlantic who aren't aware of it, what happened? You were on a passenger plane, you were coming into land, you figured there was quite a lot of turbulence, but you were sort of used to that, and then everything really went very, very badly wrong, didn't it?
Just nuts. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Everything was normal right until, you know, the 15, 20-minute time that it takes to descend into the airport. And the pilot had made his announcement that, you know, we would be landing soon. Everything was fine. But then, you know, the turbulence kind of started to get really exaggerated and people started freaking out on the plane. I remember just having this really weird out-of-body experience, like, you know, very difficult to reconcile reality in that moment because you can't believe something like that is actually happening to you. But my next memory after that, after all that chaos, is opening my eyes in South Africa 5 weeks after. Apparently, I was in a coma.
Wow.
So basically, you lost consciousness on impact, and that's when you were so badly burned. Was this the fuel from the fuel tanks of the plane that burned you, or was it the cabin that had caught fire?
Yeah, interestingly, I'm not really sure. I mean, I believe that it might have been a lot of people were injured from just a lot of smoke inhalation. Like, very few bodies actually burned from what I heard. It was like the smoke that got most of the victims. But I was definitely burned. I think it was from the impact of the explosion when the plane hit the floor. And it kind of broke into like a million pieces. And that's when I sustained like third-degree burns over about 65% of my body.
Sorry to interrupt you, it's the line. Where were you sitting on the plane exactly? Where were you in the cabin?
I was in an aisle seat in the front. I was pretty close to the front of the plane, right before like the business class starts. So I was like in front, but it was an aisle seat.
I mean, it is an extraordinary story, and you woke up, as you say, weeks later. Your life changed irrevocably, physically. You had all the problems to deal with, which we'll talk to you about because you've conquered them so amazingly, and had to deal with the fact that 107 people had died, including many of your friends.
Every single student that was on that plane passed away, because we were 61 from my high school, and I was the only student that survived, and one of two survivors overall. So I lost a lot of friends, definitely, on that day, and families lost all their children. Some families lost all their kids on that same day.
And on that day that you... Sorry, after you.
No, I was going to say, and for you, coming through that and trying to repair your head, I'm guessing, as well as your body, singing was a huge therapy, wasn't it?
Big time. It was my biggest escape, my ultimate distraction from everything that was going on. It was the one thing that was there before I even opened my eyes in the hospital, because my mom would actually sing to me when I was in the coma, and I actually woke up knowing songs that I didn't know before the accident. So that's how much of an impact music had in my recovery. And I was so happy when the hospitals made it part of my therapy, because it helped me heal, you know, beyond the physical.
Well,
so I was grateful for that.
Talking about this healing process, which has been long and steady and continuous, since you appeared on network television in America and did so well, you've had a lot of offers from very good sources offering you more surgery, more cosmetic treatment. What's your feeling about that? How do you feel about the way you are now? Are you happy with the way you are now, or would you take advantage of these offers? Would you like to go further in the healing process?
Honestly, up until the point when I was approached with these new offers for treatment, I was prepared to live my life, the way that I was at that point. Up until then, I had had over 100 surgeries because in South Africa, I would have like multiple a day at a time. So, I was at a point where I had my independence and I had learned to adapt. So if life had to go on the way that I looked now, this was like 2014, I would have been fine. But I mean, would I say no to, an opportunity to make things better, life easier for me? No, not if I'm approached with that opportunity. So I just saw it as win-win.
Good way of putting it.
And what's your plans beyond the surgery that's come along to you? Are other opportunities come to you for music too?
Yes. Honestly, I was really just like average, getting my MBA in school. So I really pray that I can keep pursuing music. I'm going to take it as far as I can, pretty much. And we'll see what happens.
We think you're absolutely wonderful. And you have this amazing gift of a voice, which presumably you've had ever since you were a child. You've been singing since you were small, haven't you?
I've been singing since I was a kid, yeah. But definitely it got better after the accident, which was weird, but I was happy.
Why do you think, very quickly, why do you think that was? That's an interesting thing to say. Why?
I really have no idea. I feel like it might just have been just one gift God wanted to give me out of this horrible thing, because he knew how much music meant to me, and I felt like, it was a purging thing for me to sing. So I just took it as a plus out of everything bad, and I ran with it.
Well, bless you and good luck to you.
For everyone, and a real lesson in positivity, taking your life forward in the best way possible.
You're amazing.
So lovely to talk to you this morning.
Guys.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
We'll be watching for that final.
Thank you.